Good morning, online learners. It is week 3, day 3. I am Mr. Brown, and we're going to jump in immediately to trying to get our video finished up today and hopefully get it turned in. We're going to have just a little bit of things to do today, not a whole lot, but they are going to be a little bit tedious. What we're going to be trying to do today is fix the scaling on some of the images. When they imported, they kind of blew up to fill up the frame, but we want to shrink them down so that we can see the whole image. We're going to import some music, which I have got for you guys today. We're going to trim our music down, and then we're going to try to export this and get it turned in. So without further ado, let's jump in, head on over to our computers, and of course we're going to go to wevideo.com. Wevideo.com is where we're heading, and I'm going to go ahead and click the login button. And I'm going to come down to log in with Google. And of course, I'm going to select my school account. All right, from here, we're going to go ahead and go into our wedding slides video. So I'm going to click edit. And when we get in here, this is what yours should look like from the other day. We've got all of our photos here. We added a title. And so now you can kind of scrub through. And if you scrub along, what you're going to notice is this first image looks good. It's fine the way it is. The second image, I actually had to fix because it was zoomed in. And then if we come over to the third image, we can see we have some problems. So nobody wants a wedding video that's super zoomed in and very blurry. So let's go in and try to fix that. Before we go in and try to fix it, remember when we were setting this video up, we actually add an automated animation, and that was the Ken Burns effect. So what we're going to have to do in order to scale it and fix it, we're going to have to turn the Ken Burns effect off on some of these images. So we're going to leave it on for some. We're going to turn it off for some. Let's jump in and get this fixed. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to click on my clip. This one is the one that's broken. My playhead is right here. And I'm going to click my 3 dots and I'm going to click the pencil. Well, actually, I don't click the 3 dots. So yeah, don't click the 3 dots. Just mouse over and then the pencil pops up. So click the pencil. Here we go, pencil. Bam. And we get this screen. And there's all sorts of cool things you can do right here, actually. And we're going to get into some of those later, but right now what we've got is we've got rotation. We don't want to mess with flip. We don't really care about. And this is the section where we want to make an adjustment, but it says you currently have an active animation. To use fit, scale, or position controls, you need to remove the animation. Would you like to remove the animation? One of the biggest problems I have with students is that these pop-ups occur or the screens change and people don't read what the screen actually says. So read what the screen says and make an informed decision. Yes, we definitely want to remove it. So I'm going to click remove, and there we go. It's gone. And now what I want to do is, I've seen these icons before, so I know what they mean. Under fit, it says this is full screen or fit frame, and this is original or fit screen. So here we go. I'm going to click the one on the left, and there we go. That's what we want. And then I'm just going to hit save changes. Perfect. Now, here's another one. We're going to have to do the same thing. Yes, remove it, click, save changes. And now you're going to have to, there's about 30 of these videos. That one looks okay. That one looks okay. This one is actually okay. This one is okay. Not okay. So I'm going to click on the clip. I'm going to mouse over the 3 dots, go to the pencil. Yes, remove it. Switch this. Hit save changes. You're just going to kind of repeat the same thing over and over. That one's okay. That one's okay. That one's okay. That one's okay. Not okay. So what we're doing is basically going through this video, checking each clip and making sure that they're fitting the screen correctly or that they look correct. You can't trust an automatic system to do everything exactly right. So anytime you're editing video, there's all these great new automatic systems that are supposed to help us out, but sometimes they actually screw things up. So you always want to review it and make sure that it looks okay. So let's get back to it. I'm going to work my way down through here, and what I want you to do is work your way through finding every single possible clip that is wrong, and we're going to fix each one of those. And so we're just changing it, saving the changes, and then just keep scrubbing through. And here's another one. So after we get this done, which this is going to take you a few minutes to get done, and that's okay. But after we get this part finished, now we're gonna add some music. And I have given you guys on Google Classroom some music that I want you to use. But if you want to be adventurous and you want to get out there and find your own music, I'm not going to be upset if you used your own music. So I've got some music that I'm giving you guys on Google Classroom, but if you want to download your own music, yeah, please definitely download your own music. Make it more interesting. Make your own personal kind of touch to this kind of stuff. So I'm still over here finishing up, but I want to go ahead and jump in and get this music. You guys don't have to watch me do all these because you've got to do it yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to import my song. Now you should have already downloaded this. I hope you have. I've already got mine, or you can use whichever one you want. I'm going to just drag and drop it right here. And now I've got this music clip down here at the bottom and it's processing. Mine is called Wedding String Quartet, Canon in D by Pachelbel. And while that's processing, I'm just going to finish up these last few clips, making sure everything looks okay. We're going to hit yes, remove it, save the changes, and the last clip, and yes, remove it, clip, save the changes. All right. And so now we're good, and it looks like our song has finished. So I'm going to mouse over the song. It's got this waveform. I'm going to click, hold, and drag it down to audio 1 and drop it. And now if I preview this, we've got several minutes of nothing. Okay, so we want to fix this several minutes of nothing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mouse over, and you can actually see where the nothing ends. I'm going to mouse over and I'm going to drag, click and drag the start of this back to where it's just about to that very first start. And then I'm going to click the whole track, hold it, and drag the whole track forward. And so basically what I did there was I cut out the part of the track that was silent. And it would be no different than you chopping off the beginning of a track of a video clip. So we're chopping off the beginning of an audio clip. So that way it just kind of starts and goes a lot sooner. So now when we play it, it should start pretty quickly. There we go. Okay, so this looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and pause it. Now we don't have a whole lot of photos here, so we can see that the audio track just goes on and on and on. So what I want to do is I'm going to scroll all the way to the end, and I'm just going to mouse over to where I get these side-to-side arrows, and I'm just going to drag this all the way back, all the way back, all the way back, all the way back, to right about just a little bit after the last video, last photo ends. And from there, we are in pretty good shape. This is kind of what I want you to stop your video and leave it at. So it should look like this. And as you watch through it, it should look pretty similar to what this looks like. Got a title all the way across. It's in the lower thirds. Some of your clips are animated, some of them are still, but it's okay. And we have a music track in the background that ends when the video ends. So once you're here, congratulations, you've done the project for this week. So now let's turn it in. And I'm going to go ahead and click finish. And of course, I'm going to leave mine SD. And I'm going to just leave that thumbnail the same. And it's got the destinations. I'm going to go ahead and pick my Google Drive. And it might ask you to sign in to your Google Drive, but sign into your school account, and that will make it a lot easier. And then I'm going to click export. And of course, this is going to take a few minutes, and it's actually going to take longer than I have to wait on this video. Once your file is done and exported, submit it on today's assignment, and hey, you're done for the week. If you have any questions or any problems, please feel free to email me. If you get an error that says you've used up all of your export time for this month, send me an email and I will give you some instructions on what to do so that we can get something turned in and you can get a grade. There is a limitation on export time per month, and I do not want you to pay for this. We're going to exploit the freeness as long as we can exploit the freeness. So definitely let me know if you have any issues exporting, and I'll be glad to kind of help out. Please, if you do have an issue, send me a screenshot so I can kind of see what's happening. It helps me to be able to kind of diagnose and figure some things out. All right, guys, I hope that helps. I hope you guys have a great day, and don't have any trouble getting this finished up and turned in, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.